Yo, boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a good old-fashioned rogue video again, and this one's going to be a little bit short, but pretty much we're going to be basically going over how you're going to be doing your openers pretty much. I had a lot of people like, yo, make a video, how to do your opener, and now we're going to be in the game pretty much just showing you what's goody, some actual threes or whatever. Pretty much your goal is to sap the healer and then either cheap shot DPS or just garrote everything. Your main goal is to get those garrotes off at a stealth, whether it's on your Shadow Dance, your Vanish. Always get the garrotes and always hit as many people as you can. Because the more people you hit with your garrote, the more damage you're going to do. And when you see a rogue doing 150 to 200k DPS, it means everybody's stacking. So versus melee teams, that's what you want to be facing. Anything else, obviously you're going to have to go out of your way to get it. Like here, instead of just staying on the Evoker, we run to the DK, we grow him, and that's pretty much what you're going to do, even though we're stacking up for them, which kind of sucks. As long as we use our CDs, we should be good. I disarmed the DK here. He trinkets. At this point, we're just going to DR Kidney so we can stop their damage, blind the healer, get trinket from pretty much everybody but the Evoker, which is nice. And at this point, we kind of just full throttle them. This guy's going to go in angel form. Anytime a priest goes in angel form and you can kidney shot the target, make sure you're kidney shotting the farthest person away that doesn't have trinket, and then bomb him. And then here, there's nothing the priest can do. He has to either cancel his guardian, which he does, but he gets silenced, and we just pop off and we kill him. I'm going to have the build in the description if you guys want to run it. This is a more bursty type of build. Your Kingsbane is going to be doing a lot of bursts with this type of build. There is another PvE build that's probably a little bit better for a team overall, but I like this build pretty much for just quality burst on a singular target. Obviously, you're still getting AOE and all that, but you're gonna get a fat Kingsbane, which is nice. But other than that, that's pretty much it. You're pretty much just double bleeding, and you're just getting out your blades, and that's pretty much it. That's all Rogue is. Kidney off DR, and that's pretty much that. Now, these guys actually try to kill us because they're playing Holy Priest and Evoker, which is the most broken, brainless classes in game. Evoker's always going to be god tier, like you. But pretty much that. I face a lot of Frost DKs and a lot of like enhancement shamans. You can tell that they're really bad because they only know how to do their setup and then they're like completely clueless. They don't know how to just do anything else. They just run behind a pillar and wait, and they don't do anything until they have their setup. They're like a setup bot. Those type of classes that require you to just sit there and, you know, oh, I'm gonna run behind a pillar and wait 2 minutes or a minute for my CDs and then go back out. At least RMP, they're going off DR. These guys literally won't go back out until they have their 1 minute cooldowns. It's the most funny, funny, stupid thing I've ever seen, but whatevs. At this point, we're just bleeding both, and that's pretty much it. The game should be over pretty soon here. It looks like it's ending right here, and we end up taking them out with Kingsbane, or with our Big Dam. Here is going to be a boomy game here. So here we're going to sap the DH, sap the Mistweaver. We're going to basically groat him. We're going to groat the boomy. We're going to get cheap shot him, blind the healer, get our bleeds up, Kingsbane, get our go up here. So you're going to just do the same thing that you do on the guide. You know, get your bleeds up, get your death mark, Cold Blood, Kingsbane, Shiv, and then just go for big damage. And here you'll see that we just have unhealable burst damage, and he just gets absolutely shredded. And as you can see, we're doing about 200k, or we're doing like 100k, 150k a second on our damage. And anytime people are stacked, it's really good for you because they're not going to be able to heal the damage. Like you'll see in this next game here versus this melee group, not this one, but the next one. Any caster cleaves like these are going to be super unfair, and really you should never beat these. These type of comps versus any melee team pretty much automatically win if they play really good. But that's just how that goes. But we're also playing like a bad version of our comp. Resto Shaman with our comp, because what happens if you're playing with a Resto Shaman, they'll static totem all the people together, and then you're able to just use your Shadow Dance and then grow all three people. That's mainly your goal with the Resto Shaman, but we're playing with an H-Pal, so it's like a worse version of the comp. You want to be playing with a Resto Shaman, and you either want to play with an Affy-Lock. I'd say an Affy-Lock is probably better, to be honest. You're just getting so much pressure out that it's just unhealable damage. Resto Shaman, Warlock, or Resto Druid, Warlock, Assassin all work, but we're playing SP, Rogue, H-Pal, which also works. So your main goal is probably going to be killing the Druid, because you'll see that the druid's just sitting in the middle. Anytime a druid does this, goad the druid. A lot of druids think like there's no point in him being there because he has two warlocks on his team. If they need a like, he literally just dies to air because he can't. Yeah, I don't even know how to explain what he just did. So he had to cancel his trank because he would have died through it because I had Deathmark on him and I also had my Garrote on him and he would have died. So he had to cancel his trank, but it was too late because he couldn't Ironbark himself. He had to Ironbark the moment I swapped him, the moment I Deathmarked, and even then there's a high chance that he's still gonna die. Um, that's where bad positioning will get you killed. And had he just sat 40 yards away with his team, he would have never been put in that situation. But thankfully he did, and we won the game. So here's a perfect example of if you get these comps as Assassination Rogue. So that's why Solo Shuffle, it's so Assassination Rogue's so good right now. It's because everybody's always stacked up, and everyone's playing a melee right now, kinda. But then also in dampening, Shiv is so it's basically like sharpened, and obviously you'll see here with everybody stacked up, you'll see my damage just gets absolutely shredded. We're literally just killing everything. You'll see a little bit of lag here, which kind of unfortunate. We're gonna disarm on his burst because he's warrior's bursting here. He gets a full rep or it's DR, whatever. At this point, we're just triple bleeding, AOE fan and knives to get our combo points, and we're just gonna kidney whenever we can. So the moment's off DR, the priest is literally dying to air right now. That's just with my bleeds on him. That's literally just my priest just AOEing and me just doing damage without even having to connect anybody. As you can see, I'm literally doubling, almost tripling everybody's damage just by doing AOE damage, and the game's pretty much over. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Triple bleed, kidney off DR, shiv on your kidneys, and just get your bleeds out. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys did enjoy this short video. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace.